Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, so your girl just became an affiliate for Kiara LASHAE, teamlashae.com. Check down below in the description box where you can get waist trainers, booty bands, this cute little lavender yoga fit that I had got. Okay, it was real cute. I've been working out in it, y'all. I'm getting my life to Kiara LASHAE, but I'm also getting my life to this ISO T. Y'all can play around if y'all want to, but it has definitely helped me see results in my workout. Definitely dropped some water weight. Definitely been cleaning out my colon and such. Okay, get your colon clean. All right, y'all. Links to everything down below. Team LASHAE, TLCT. Get that ISO T in your life, okay? Oh, and also, don't forget about Omiage. Get you some. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another marriage boot camp hip hop edition. All right, y'all, this is a very, very good season. Can we talk about this? It's episode 2, and already I have such high hopes. Okay, high hopes, high hopes. Okay, I see it. I see it. Like, they're already showing us altercations. People are getting in fisticuffs. And just in general, marriage boot camp is entertaining without anybody getting into a physical altercation. So yeah, this should be very interesting. Let's go ahead and get into this. So Vado wants 20-year-old Tahiri. She's not 20 anymore, Vado. Vado, I don't know what you want. I think Vado needs to go to therapy and figure some shit out. Because at this point, I don't understand. You want Tahiri to be classy and not show all of her assy. But then you want her to be young and wild and acting crazy over you. Those two things don't add up. It's called maturity. So once she's matured enough, okay, to get in this place where she doesn't want every relationship to be a fight and an argument all the time, that's where she's at with it. And it's 2020, so if I look like Tahiri, I'd be naked all the time too. I mean, I don't even look like Tahiri, and I'm on the cusp, okay? But the point still remains is you know who Tahiri is when it comes to her dressing and how she is physically. She's a booty model, okay? And that's not a diss. She's a real booty model, somebody with a real ass, somebody that works out, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that takes care of their body. She's, a Latina that we've never heard I'm not black from, at least not as far as I know. There's always something somewhere. But I've never heard that from Tahiri. So for the most part, I like Tahiri, okay? Even though she's like really, here with it all the time. You know what I'm saying? She's learning to bring it back. And I just don't like that Vado is upset about her progression as a woman. Like, excuse you? Excuse you. Like, you either gonna take me as I am now or have nothing, Mary J. Blige, okay? Like, we're not gonna do this where you know who I am, but you're complaining about me, being that person, and then you're complaining about me not being, more mature and classy like you want me to be. Like, it's just annoying, you know what I'm saying? The way men are. It's never good enough. You can be a dog-ass dude that treats this girl terribly, talks to her any kind of way, probably sleeping with whoever you want to sleep with and rolling your eyes about it while doing it, okay? Looking like a damn character from Snoopy, and I know y'all see it. But he just disgusts me. He works on my nerves. And early in the morning, this is the conversation because on the first episode, he called her a thirst bucket. Yes, let's not forget that Vado called Tahiri, the woman he's supposed to be in love with, a thirst bucket. But then he's mad that she isn't a thirst bucket behind him. He feels as if she doesn't really love him the way she loved all those other guys because she isn't going crazy. But then at the same, it's just like, what are you talking about? You're complaining about something and then asking for it all at the same time. Make it make sense, Vado. Make it make sense for me, because reiterating this shit is somehow lost upon me in a moment. Like, in a moment I get it, and in the next moment I'm like, oh my God, this makes no sense. He's complaining no matter what she does. Like, why are y'all together? I don't see it. Like, I hope this is not a relationship for television, but that's what it seems to be, because I don't see any affection. I don't see any attraction. I don't see it. You know whose relationship is real? Erica and fucking Devon. Okay? Erica and Devon's relationship is real. Okay? Tony and Ricardo's relationship is real. Ricardo is corrupt. Okay? And I just feel like, Shonda and Willie's relationship, it's real. It's problematic, but it's real. I mean, all of these relationships are problematic. But Everybody else, yes, I have my good eye wondering if Phaedra and Medina are in a real relationship, if Tahiri and Vado are in a real relationship. Like, I am. I'm wondering. Shonda and Willie wake up to these text messages all over their room, and it is just very annoying to me that the first thing that comes out of his mouth as an explanation for the constant cheating since day one of their marriage is, I was so unhappy in my relationship. Why didn't you leave her then? Talk to me, Willie. Why didn't you leave her then? Why are you still with her now? If you're so unhappy, like, let's just be real. You need therapy. There is something wrong with you. That's why you can't stop having sex with other people. And here's the thing. If you want to have sex with other people and still be with Shonda, then you need to be honest about that so that you guys can set parameters. But you don't want her to do the same thing that you're doing. You want to be out here doing whatever you want to do while she's staying at home miserable, okay, with lint on her cat. Like, I'm sorry. Like, for what? For what? What are you providing in that way, Willie? Like, Willie's peeing must be amazing, okay? Because that's the only reason I can see why anybody would stay with him this long. He's not the nicest guy, and yet he's okay looking and everything, but yeah, you know, there are other fish in the sea, okay? Child, especially for a bit like me. Shonda says something that is very real about this whole situation, and it's that when you have done something wrong and you are guilty, you don't like the fact that you're now being treated as if you did something wrong. You don't like that. Like, and so now you're upset about it and you don't want to hear it. And therefore almost traumatizing her all over again by invalidating her feelings because you tired of hearing it. Like, that's basically what's happening. And that is also some type of emotional abuse. I'm sorry. But you can't mess over me and then not be able to take your lick with how that changes me and my love for you, when the deal was I stay for you, you stay for me. When we start venturing, especially the way Willie ventures, bro. Willie don't venture once, make a mistake. Willie's been venturing the entire time, the whole time. That's just sad. That's just sad. I don't know why she's still there at this point. I'm so confused. So everybody's in the kitchen getting ready to do whatever they're about to do for the day. And Tahiri is talking to Phaedra about, you know, Medina. And he's a nice guy. You know, what's the problem? No cuddle, no round, nothing. And Phaedra says that he has not paid his deposit yet. He has not done what he was supposed to do in her eyes in order for her to give up that cooch. And I'm wondering, is Phaedra trying to get engaged before she has sex? Is that what this is about? Because I find it kind of annoying to use Apollo as a scapegoat for why you're too scared to move on. Listen, okay, in my Ari Lennox voice. Listen, okay? No matter what you do, you will never know what can happen in a relationship, because the person yourself can sometimes not know what you will do in a relationship. And what I mean by that is, as you are together over time, things happen, things change. The goal is to grow together. But sometimes people start growing in different directions, all right? That happens in relationships. So for me, I feel like Phaedra kind of holding him hostage and holding her affection and her poon hostage when she's out here, you know, advertising it in the way that she does. Like, let's be very clear. Phaedra is very sexual. Phaedra is very, you know, ooh, come get me. You know what I'm saying? Phaedra's a tease, but Phaedra has also been known to be a freak. Okay, so we know you've been spreading it wide and busting it open for a while now, and you sitting up here with this man and you not spreading it wide at least for him. You ain't gotta bust it wide open, but you could spread it wide, and you ain't doing none of that. And I think the relationship may not necessarily be real, because I feel like anybody that Phaedra is in a relationship with, I think she's gonna be screwing. I'm sorry. Like, that just doesn't even make sense based off what I know about Phaedra, that you would be sitting up here with this fine man and not giving him none. So either y'all lying or the relationship is not real, okay? But like you said, Phaedra, it's been like, what, 4 years plus since you and Apollo divorced? Sis, girl, I'm gonna need for you never in your life to publicly say that he's a reason for why you're not doing anything that you want to do. Okay, so I need to understand, is it something you really want to do or not? Do you really want Medina's S curl on your pillowcases? That is the question. So everyone has to write down whatever their issue is with the other person, like make a list, okay? The men are complaining about the women's attitudes. Tony has a list of a whole bunch of things, okay? Ricardo falling off the wagon, Ricardo being disrespectful, Ricardo's friends coming to the house stealing shit, Ricardo not taking accountability for anything that happens that he does. Okay. So yeah, like Tony has some real issues and y'all over there talking about somebody's attitude, especially after you've cheated on them or hurt them or in some way, abuse their love for you by taking it for granted, like all of you men have done, every single one of y'all, with the exclusion of probably Divine. Okay, and that's because he hasn't had a chance to take anything for granted. Okay, he's still trying to prove that he loves her for her and not for the clout she assumes that she has. Okay, I don't know why everybody act like we can't figure it out by now, but the reason why you keep showing up on the Shade Room and all of the other blogs is because you're paying them to show up there. Like, let's be real, these blogs are walking advertisements and they can dress it in some little cute caption, but at the end of the day, who cares? Nobody. So you're paying people to talk about you. You're paying for clout. I'm sure of it. Okay? So if you're paying for clout, why are you upset that the people you attract are with you for clout? I mean, it's the energy you're attracting, to be honest. But I really do think Divine loves Hazel. And Judge made a great point at the end of the episode about how he, is drifting into the room. Whenever she's somewhere for too long, he's following behind her. And I feel like that's something I've seen in their body language throughout the episode. In last episode, that this might be the one for her and lucky for her. Okay. I don't know how long it's gonna last because he is young, you know what I'm saying? But that might not necessarily mean anything. But it's 2020 and I don't have high hopes for long lasting relationships amongst celebrities or Z-list celebrities, Okay, celebrity adjacent. Okay, there you go. So from those issues that everybody has with their partner, you form that into a rap. Okay? And Tahiri and Vado go first. Of course, Vado is good at this. Vado is a rapper. Tahiri, I think Tahiri doesn't have the flow down right, but she has good vocals. Like, I feel like if she wanted to learn how to do something, her vocals, I like her vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? With the vocals. All right. So yeah. But long story short, she needs a man, not a boy. And, he's complaining about what? She's mothering him? Like, what? Like, let's be clear. Women don't mother men who don't need it, okay? Women do not overdo it for men who don't require it, okay? I'm just saying. Like, I don't know a man out here who allows a woman to mother him if it is not necessary, okay? If a man knows who he is, nobody can mother him, okay? So if you're being mothered, it's because your ass is immature and your mother didn't mother you, okay? Or however you want to look at it. However you want to look at it. I was trying to be cute, y'all, but this earring is click-clacking against my mic. So I'm just going to have one earring in for the rest of the video because I need something to be dangling from my ears right now. That's just the space that I'm in. Okay, so Tahiri also says something about Vado that I thought was interesting. That he's the poorest man, the brokest man that she's ever been with. And I think she's saying, I've been with a bunch of dudes with money. And he's like, yeah, and that's why you a thirst box or whatever. And it's like, I am going to need for men to stop holding women responsible for living up to society's norms of them requiring a man to take care of them. That is what society has taught us, that men are supposed to provide and protect, okay? And women are supposed to mother and love. And of course, everybody lives outside of those confines however they want to, but a lot of people live within those confines as well, okay? So I really need to understand why Vado and a lot of other men, specifically black men, get mad at black women for wanting to be with men with money. Make it make sense. Like, why are you upset about that? Are you upset that white girls are stalking y'all since y'all been in college or high school because they see the potential in you going into the NBA or the NFL or whatever? okay, or into the theater, okay? Because let's not forget about how a lot of you actors be with white girls too, since y'all was in theater together, okay? So let's not even do that, because I feel like white women are set up specifically to find men to take care of them, and nobody calls them gold diggers for it. And so it's very obnoxious for the black girls who really don't, you know what I'm saying, you know, not just black girls, but girls period, who don't have family to take care of them in that way, and they search for that in a man the way society tells them to, and then you niggas turn around and blame the women. Like, ain't that something? Isn't that convenient for you to never have to take responsibility for yourself? Thanks, Vado. We love these, you know, toxic, infuriating, exhausting expressions of masculinity. We just love it. Zavon and Erica go, Hazel E, you cannot rap. Erica, cut it out. Devon says that she gonna listen to him, you know, and it's just like, sure, when, you know, you're back here. That's when, you know. But besides that, when she's always pulling her card out, you know. And you're also younger than her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that cause her to not respect you to the level she would if you were on equal footing in any type of way with her, besides in some type of physical, sexual way. Okay, because obviously that's what makes y'all, you know, attracted to one another. Y'all are obviously screwing, you know what I'm saying? She walking around with her ass in the air. I'm like, girl, would you give your lower back a break, bitch? Damn, relax. Relax. Shonda tells Willie that she wants affection in her rap. And he was, you know, doing all of the little things that she was saying in the song. It's like, but you can't do it in real life. Cut it out. She also asked for him to keep his peen in his pants, which we've already seen is impossible. 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 For a big head Willie to keep his dick in his pants and stop running after all these ugly hoes. He says that he wants her to shut up and be his partner. It's so obnoxious that your main aggravation is that she's upset at you for what you've done to her. Because what do you mean a partner? Do you take care of your kids to the extent that Shonda does? I doubt it, because you're able to go and cheat and be wherever you are when she's at home with your children. Which is why you can have some semblance of a career and she can't seem to muster it. You know why? Because she's at home with the kids. If that is not a partner, I don't know what one is. Because if she wasn't a partner, you'd have to take more of an everyday struggle type of position with your children. Okay, Willie? And we can already tell based off the things that Shonda has said and what we've seen on Love and Hip Hop that you there, but you ain't there like that. So cut it out. And what I mean by there like that is like in the same way that a mother picks up and takes care of a child every day. He is not the type of man that is going to father in that same way. And that's just what it is. Like, okay, some of y'all didn't see that, so y'all don't know how to do that, okay? So y'all, Medina in the gym can't get the skins, okay? He actually did a really good rap, okay? His hair was sparkling. Phaedra wants him to be a ride or die, and I'm like, Phaedra, you are really being surface level, and it's obnoxious. You're complaining about what exactly? What hasn't he done? Like, the thing that aggravates me is it's all these metaphors and shit, but it's nothing specific. Men and me need something specific for him to do, Phaedra. Let us know specifically what he can do, because you keep talking in you know, in linguistics and shit, talking about deposits and all of that, but is it really an amount of money, bitch? Let us know, okay? I'm sure it's not. Because you remind us that you're a lawyer, but I mean, you need to write up a contract, because I need to understand what are you requiring of this man that he is not giving of you right now. Let us know. Corrupt Ricardo and Tony. Neither one of them can rap. Tony's upset and she just can't rap. And Ricardo is drunk. Therefore, he cannot rap. And everybody was disappointed, because when there's an old head, somebody that, you know, has rapped and been considered a good or a great rapper in rap history, when they're older and they're on marriage boot camp and they have this type of situation, you expect them to get up there and go off, okay, like CeeLo did, okay? But that is not what we got. That's not what we got at all. We got a drunk, sad version of Corrupt. And honestly, I don't know who his publicist is, or, you know, I know that they did this so he can have some money. I know that's why they're there, because I don't understand how he could be holding down any type of job anywhere in his current condition. I mean, it must be from sun up to sundown, like constantly drunk all the time. And I don't understand how you could physically live like that. Like, alcohol doesn't make your body feel good after a while. So what are you going through in your acid reflux area when you drinking like that? You don't have headaches? Like, what's going on, you know? And Tony was talking about how he hadn't eaten for like 4 days. We're gonna get to it, but it's just like, wow, son, like, you really need to pull your shit together. This is depressing. This is not what we are here for. So after they finish that exercise, everybody's kind of sitting down outside by the pool. Tahiri has a long sleeve jacket on and a little lace white bralette under it. So Tahiri is about to take off her jacket, but decides against it when Erica overreacts. Oh my God, girl, like, we don't want your titties in front of our men. And, you know, Phaedra was like, oh girl, you better give us bralette. So apparently she was the only one that was really bothered. Like, Shonda and Tony didn't even blink an eye. You know what I'm saying? But Phaedra was like, oh, all right. You know, and that's because Phaedra's a freak and probably thought that was a nice piece of lingerie. And she was wondering where she could get her one. Okay? Or thinking in her head, girl, I got that in that same color. You know what I mean? But either way, everybody is walking around ass and titties. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Tony might be the only one that's not serving, you know, the sex and all of that. And I feel like Shonda isn't serving sex either because Shonda is in such a place of turmoil within her, you know, her own self. Like, she can't give off that energy. But Erica, your ass is up in the air 24/7, okay? Like, you know, walking around like that. Like, oh, I hate when women walk like that. I hate it so much. Like, you done got your ass done. What are you sticking it out for? It's there, honey. Just walk normal, okay? All of her pants are like gapping in the crotch area because, like, they don't fit whatever form of body this is. Like, nobody has this body. They don't make clothes for this body. That's why you bitches always wearing spandex. Because they don't make clothes for bodies that are not proportionate like this. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, she ain't got no hips with all of this saying. Like, I can't with her. And I feel like she's insecure. She knows that she's the least attractive girl there. And I say this all the time. It really has more to do with her self-esteem because I don't think that Hazel is some ugly girl. And I feel like if she would have left her face alone, got in shape, okay, and learned how to do her damn makeup and made better hair choices and stop wearing these waxy ass blonde weaves and wigs all the time. Like, you could work with what you got, but it's all about loving what you got in order to enhance it. But if you ain't really trying to work with what you got, then you can't learn how to have confidence in yourself as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's not real confidence if it's based off of all the shit you've had to do to yourself in order to get it. It may be different for some other people, but for Erica, I feel like she's just constantly like reminding everybody that she has self-esteem issues. This was so unnecessary. And Tahiri was like, girl, stop tripping. You know what I'm saying? So she gets up, her and Devon, and they walk over to where Vado is, and they tell Vado that Tahiri is over there with her nipple out. And I'm like, Tahiri's nipple was not out. What are you talking about? Like, she had that shirt open most of the episode, and we saw her. First of all, Tahiri's a booty model. Like, what the? Erica, you're a booty model. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Phaedra is out here with all of this ass in a see-through shirt. Like, at the end of the day, everybody, like Tahiri said, is serving ass and titties in here. And you the only one that's bothered because you insecure that your man gonna be looking at somebody in here. Like, and he's just going along with whatever you saying because he's a child and you know, paying all the bills and shit. What are you gonna argue, you know, for these bitches for, okay? I feel like also he's a little bit disrespectful, okay? Because I feel like he was putting way too much on it when he was talking about it. Like, what the fuck are you doing talking about Tahiri opening her shirt? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not your woman. Like, what do you have all this aggression towards her about that for? You know, also, you can be on Hazel's side. Like, you doing too much. And Hazel, this is why people don't like you, because you gaslight people. Like, you started that shit with Tahiri, okay? It didn't have to be all of that, okay? You was doing the most as far as I'm concerned. And I understand that Willie and some of the guys feel like, you know, she may have had a point because it's like, why you showing your body around our men and all of that? But let's be clear. It's obvious that regardless to whatever these women think or feel, these niggas gonna do what they want to do regardless. So why am I not gonna unbutton my jacket when I'm hot just because your nigga can't control himself? That's not my fucking problem. Okay? And that's really what it's about. But you create issues with people, you ostracize yourself, and then you act like everybody else is bullying you. Like, you are so trash, Erica. And I really wish you would use some of that clout and some of that money to go and get you some therapy. Because this is just like aggravating, because they're already having issues in their relationship. And here you go, making the issue even worse by making him feel like he can't trust her while he taking a nap somewhere. Like, the fact that you even came over to him with that shit without her being there was just the messiest shit. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't roll like that. That's not something you do. So then the next exercise is that everybody has a board with words, keywords from their raps or whatever, their issues with one another on this board, okay? And they have to beat their main issue that's on the board, okay? Vado and Tahiri go first. He hates her being a thirst bucket. He hates that she's always mothering him. Then Hazel can barely hit anything because her arms are so weak. It's like, I wish you would do a push-up every now and again. Medina is mad, okay, about not getting any sex. And Phaedra is mad at not having any certainty. And I'm just like, Phaedra, you're never going to have certainty in relationships. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as certainty in relationships, okay? Like, what I'm saying is, nobody ever knows what is going to happen 10, 15, 25, 4 years down. I'm just saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen in a relationship. So I feel like y'all been downstairs watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm telling you, I've been doing this marathon all day, okay? And I'm zoned in. But you know, y'all know what I'm saying. There's no certainty. There's nothing that he's going to be able to tell you or do that is going to make you feel like you're never going to get hurt again in your life. You just need to accept that you may get hurt again, and being in relationships, enjoying somebody's company and going in and enjoying your life while you have that moment is more important than trying to protect something that can happen either way, okay? Like, you're just doing yourself a disservice by being scared if we're going to act like that's real. Then Willie smashes Shonda's complaints because he feels like those are the biggest issues in their relationship. And then she smashes the whole board off of the stand. Okay? She feels unwanted. That's the main thing for her, is feeling unwanted. And I'm just like, girl, that's a terrible thing. Tony comes up there and she fucks up the board, all right? Specifically about Ricardo falling off the wagon. And then he disobeys instruction and takes off his glove and throws the hammer from a few feet away because he's drunk. So the production guy comes, running up. Dude, I told you not to do that. Okay, Corrupt is out. Okay, it's over for him. He's not doing this no more. So they had to go sit their asses down somewhere. And somebody had to check him. And then after, Dr. Ish had to talk to him. Like, dude, you are tripping. You are doing too much. And I need you to stop drinking brown liquor all day and switch to beer. He says he's worked with people with substance abuse problems before, and he would never ask somebody to stop cold turkey because it's not healthy. But switching to beer will, help bring it down a little bit, because you can tell he on something strong because he is sloppy, and it's terrible. So then Judge comes out, okay, to give her final little, ruling to everybody for the day. And Judge tells Erica that Devon loves her. And if Erica is in a room for a certain amount of time, he is, scrolling in not too long after. And he really loves her, and she needs to accept that and stop trying to make him be 32 or 33 or 34 when he's in his 20s. Like, you've decided to be with a man that is in his 20s, and you have to accept that that is the place that he is in his life. You can only do so much about making him be this man. If you wanted a man, you should have went found somebody your own damn age. You don't find a 20-something-year-old young man and then expect him to be some 30-something-year-old man with all his life experience. He has not had it yet. Okay, so no, you don't get to try to dictate him all the little things you want to change about him. Like, stop. Because if he did that shit to you, you would be imploding. Then Judge talks to Willie and Shonda about how the life that he gives Shonda is the life his daughter will have. So just know that one day your daughter is going to be crying over a man that is treating her like shit because you treated her mother like that, and that is what she feels is acceptable because that is what you've shown her is acceptable. You've shown her that that is normalized for you to be a womanizer, for you to disrespect your household, for you to constantly have her mother in emotional warfare with you. Like, I understand wanting to stay for your kids, but I don't feel like Shonda should have stayed in this relationship. If he's been cheating since y'all first got married, I'm trying to understand what you holding on to it for. Just so other women can't have him? I hope that's not why, because apparently they already have. Willie starts to cry, and he seems to be really understanding what is being said here, but he's an R&B singer, so I wouldn't trust his tears if I were you. The judge thinks that they can make it. I said, hell, if they can make it through all of this shit, I'm sure they can make it. Do they want to make it is the question. Then Judge tells Corrupt and Tony that they need to look at themselves. Okay? Every day, they need to look at themselves and figure out what their issue is, and they need to try to correct their own issue. They need to get their individual therapy. This ain't just about them being a couple. This is about them individually. Tony has anger issues. No matter what she says, she has anger issues. And Corrupt is an alcoholic, which is probably, you know, something to lay on top of a deeper, profound issue that we just don't know about yet. I wonder if we'll ever get to it. I doubt it. The judge then tells Phaedra that she needs to decide whether Medina is worth the leap, because you're either gonna shit or get off the pot. Then the judge tells Vado that she knows he's insecure about Tahiri's love because he doesn't see all that fire like she had in her previous relationships. But she's an adult, and I think after a certain amount of time, you get tired of fighting. You get tired of being in a push and a pull. You get tired of being sucked of your energy, always trying to make somebody, argue somebody, fight somebody into being good in a relationship, and you can't do it. And I think at some point, Tahiri has just realized either we gonna, you know, live our lives and enjoy each other and make each other happy, or we just not gonna be together. I'm not about to go through this with you for what, okay? Because we enjoy each other, boy, bye. Okay? Ain't nobody about to be out here going through foolishness with you. You ain't got no money. Judge also tells Vado he needs to be an adult in the way he deals with Tahiri. Okay? Checked him. I was like, thank you. He works on my nerves. The judge finally asked that the men tell the men things that they can adjust. Each of them say something to the other, you know, that's something that they can adjust. And then the ladies would do the same thing. So everybody goes in the kitchen, and Erica talks to Tahiri once again about this whole clothes situation. And Tahiri is like, girl, like, I don't say nothing about how you walking around because I'm not threatened, okay? And then she unzips her jacket again. Then Vado says, you know, if a girl comes to me with something you doing like that, that's somebody that's trying to look out for me. And she was like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, are you serious? Like, how old are you? You have to know that people will come to you with foolishness about your old lady because they don't like your old lady and they wish you a downfall, nigga. What is you talking about? Oh my God. Like, do you think that men are the only people that, you know, use information that you might want to know in order to get at you in some type of way? Like, men are not the only people that are thinking long game when it comes to this petty shit. Like, Erica is one of those people. She don't have nothing to do but think of ways to be a petty ass bitch. So later on, Hazel and Tahiri put their issues aside and they dance and party with Devon and Corrupt. And at some point, Tony comes downstairs and says, look, I know y'all don't understand that he has a problem, but he hasn't eaten in 4 days and he's been drinking nonstop. Eat something and take your ass to bed. And then she goes upstairs. And he's like, sometimes I don't want nobody just coming in here screaming at me, yelling at me, telling me what to do. And I'm like, nigga, she did not raise her voice at you. She didn't raise her voice at all. That's how you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you just on a whole nother level right now. And Tahiri ends up, you know, putting a cover over him and laying him down on the sofa. And he sits up there and acts like it's all her. I cannot. But anyway, y'all, that was Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.